Alright, much brew time. Cursing around in Legacy. Playing some Nyx Fit, I guess is the proper name for the deck. So they say. And this hand, I don't know if we can actually keep this, honestly. It's so slow. We got a mulligan. Alright. This is actually pretty sweet. Assuming our Veteran Explorer resolves. Plains, I think to the bottom. Man, this, if nothing gets countered, this could go very well. Wooded Foothills. That doesn't look like the most countery of lands. Forest. Wild Growth. Okay. Well, Forest and Veteran Explorer. I think we're up against Enchantress. Sylvan Library for our opponent. Well, get in with Veteran Explorer. Let's think about this. So we sack this for 2 mana. We get 2 more lands. So we'd have 5 mana. That's not enough to Academy Rector. So I think we just want to play Phyrexian Tower and pass the turn. Opponent gets some Sylvan Library stuff. So opponent, Sarah's Sanctum, making some manas. Another Wild Growth. Another Wild Growth. Crufix's Insight. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. That's a lot of Parallax Waves and replenishes. Ooh. Well, sack Veteran Explorer. Unfortunately, we're giving our opponent lands, which is not good. But we also get lands. This makes our opponent hit one of their own things with Oblivion Ring. It's not a May ability. So I hit a Wild Growth. In theory, though... Well, we'll see. In theory, we just Marsh Flats, crack it, get a Bayou, play Academy Rector, sack Academy Rector. We will exile it. So we have a tough question here. I guess we should probably just get Dovescape. The other option is get Pernicious Deeds and use the 2 mana we have from Phyrexian Tower, Wild Growth, Sylvan Library. But that could still let our opponent play a Parallax Wave. So I think the safest play is just get our Dovescape and then Collective Brutality. Gonna get countered, but we get a couple of Doves to go beat down. And then next turn, we just Rector for the other lock piece, our Curse of Deathhold. And that should pretty much be the hard lock. Opponent has tons of mana, but I can't imagine they can resolve much of anything through a Dovescape. They shouldn't really have creatures, I wouldn't think. This is a spicy brew. I think this is a... build around a combo... I don't know. I think it might be built around a combo we talked about on our Brewers Minute. Parallax Wave with Opalescence to do some infinite shenanigans. Parallax Wave gets countered. Opponent gets birds. I think we're good, though. As long as we... Oh. Well, I guess that works. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that is the nightmare. That is the ultimate nightmare. Okay. Wow. We drew it. Oh, no. Play Academy Rector. Play Windswept Heath. Go attacking with our birds. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, we really needed to tutor up Curse of Deathhold. Opponent has a cast out that gets countered. We might lose now, honestly. Sylvan Library. We don't have a way to shuffle it back in, right? I don't think. I mean, I guess we can just try to arms race and make as many birds as our opponent. Opponent goes attacking. Well, crack Windswept Heath. Alright, let's look at our deck. What? So, Overwhelming Splendor doesn't help. Pernicious Deeds is a temporary solution. Collective Brutality doesn't help. We don't have any way to shuffle this curse back in our library. Sylvan Library, beginning your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. If you do, choose 2 cards from your hand, draw them this turn, and put them back. So that doesn't work. Lingering Souls makes a bunch of birds. I mean, I guess that's where we can head, is towards trying to just make as many birds as our opponent. I guess? is it possible we can actually race? Our opponent is at 6. Well, let's get a plains. Swords to Plowshare, get a bird. Block a bird. Oh man, if the one card we couldn't draw is the Curse of Deathhold. That's the one thing we needed to keep in our hand. Sylvan Library. Parallax Wave. Opalescence. Alright, so this is actually good for us. Opponent empties their hand. So now I think what we do is just sacrifice Academy Rector. Exile it. Get a Pernicious Deeds. Deeds X2. Play Lingering Souls. Make 3 birds. Lingering Souls actually gets powered up with a Dovescape out. Make more birds. Pass the turn. So now we're just on the bird race plan, basically. And we cut our opponent off of a lot of mana. Starfield Annex. Get some birds. Windswept Heath isn't super helpful. Well, attack with all of our birds. Blocks. Blocks. So maybe here we were supposed to get... Maybe here we were supposed to get our Evolutionary Leap. Maybe that's the right play. Curse of Deathhold. Make some birds. Play Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. Opponent needs a big non-creature spell to stay alive. Game gets really funny after Dovescape is just sitting out. Alright, opponent scoops it up. So we got there. Dovescape was good enough. And I think this is definitely a match where we can go on our sideboard plan here of bringing in Helm of Obedience and Leylines. Also, Gaddock Teague seems insane. I don't think we want Swords to Plowshares. We definitely want Pernicious Deeds. I don't think Overwhelming Splendor does anything. I actually don't know if Cruel Reality does anything. Maybe? Maybe, but probably not. Maybe we're just Dovescape, Curse of Deathhold, blow up the board, win the Dove race, because we need the Dove Lock, and once we have the Dove Lock, it's going to be hard to have Cruel Reality actually do anything. Maybe it's still fine. Leyline of the Void seems very helpful. Maybe we want Thought Seizes and even Lost Legacies? What can we go down? That's the other problem. How are we going to fit in all these cards? We got to cut 5 more cards? Let's go down 1 leap. Go down both Collective Brutalities. Because they don't actually hit enchantments. Go down... I don't even know what these last 2 cuts should be. Oh man, well, we got lucky to win after drawing Curse of Deathhold. That's good news. Maybe like 1 more Evolutionary Leap and a Green Sun Zenith? Maybe we keep the second leap and go down another Zenith? Yeah, let's try it. Well, we want Green Sun Zenith for Gaddock Teague. So we'll keep 2. Let's try it like that. I forgot about Gaddock Teague. That actually seems legitimately good in this matchup. Alright, I like this hand. We get to start with a Leyline out, and then Thoughtseize on 1. I mean, Leyline, yeah, it seems like it should go a long way against the reanimation plan. So we'll keep this. Start with Leyline out. Bayou for our opponent. And there's the ramp. Utopia Sprawl on white. Well, Verdant Catacombs. Crack it. Grab a... I don't think they can play Wasteland. Get a Bayou. Thoughtseize. Opalescence, O-Ring, and Sylvan Library. Huh. O-Ring gets rid of Leyline. Sylvan Library card advantage. Opalescence is our opponent's finisher that we don't really have an answer to. I guess we just got to take Opalescence. I think that's the most unbeatable of the cards. Pass the turn. What if else? And Sylvan Library. Ooh. Man, I really want to get down this Sylvan Library. But let's Cabal Therapy. Name Oblivion Ring. Savannah, Sarah Sanctum. So Oblivion Ring down. Opponent just has 2 lands, but they do have an active Sylvan Library. And let's be greedy. Get the Dryad Arbor out of our hand. Pass the turn. Alright, Sylvan Library. Going to start doing some work for our opponent. Opponent's got a lot of mana thanks to this Sarah Sanctum. And we don't really have a ton going on. There's the Sanctum. Opponent cracks. What is their unknown card? Doomwake Giant. Yikes. Okay. That's a big ol' thing. What is our path to victory through a Doomwake Giant? We did not really have Doomwake Giant in mind. I guess we can just play our own Sylvan Library and pass? Or we can explore Cabal Therapy for no value. That gives our opponent lands too, though. Play the Plains. Yeah, I wasn't thinking they'd actually have removal for our Dryad Arbor, but Doomwake Giant, that does do it. And we don't actually have a way to just kill it. So opponent, Sylvan Library value. Plays a land. And what did they find? Krufix's Insight. Tons of good stuff. Sterling Grove, Cast Out, Leyline. Right now they have 1, 2, 3 mana. We don't really have a way to win this turn either, which is bad. We might actually just be in a lot of trouble here. We're not a Wasteland deck. So opponent takes... Oh, they get 3? And they... 1... Oh, Doomwake Giant. Oh my goodness. Ah! Okay. Gonna get rid of our Sylvan Library. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Opponent gets in. We draw a scrub land. So in our opponent's hand they have Sterling Grove, Leyline of Sanctity. So play Veteran Explorer. Cabal Therapy our opponent, sacking Veteran Explorer. Get a couple lands. Opponent also gets lands. Name Leyline. Because our way to win here is going to be to draw our Helm, I think. I think that's our only realistic pathway to victory. We can't Lingering Souls because it dies to Doomwake Giant. Man, Doomwake Giant is insane. It is so big and we are so short on answers. Oh my goodness, Krufix's Insight. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Here comes some Parallax Waves. Well, they get a Parallax Wave, Sylvan Library. There's a Sterling Grove. So I think we have to draw Helm this turn. Library. Parallax Wave. Well, that's it. That is it, boys and girls. If we draw Helm this turn, we win. If not, I can't imagine that we can win from here. So thin our deck, get a land. Come on, Helm. 1 out of 46. No, Curse of Death Hold, scrub land, pass the turn. I still don't think there's a way we can win. Our opponent, double Sylvan Library. If they ever find a Leyline, then we definitely can't win. They're going to sack their Sterling Grove. Tutors up Opalescence. All right, that does it. That does it. Opalescence makes all their stuff into creatures, and we just literally die. Well then. Well then. I guess maybe we do need the Lost Legacy. Man, we did not come prepared for Doomwake Giant. Can we even play around Doomwake Giant? Is it even worth trying to play around Doomwake Giant? I guess Overwhelming Splendor actually can be good. Maybe we got to go down Lingering Souls in this matchup. Especially now that we see Doomwake Giant. Doomwake Giant just beats our Lingering Souls. Sandworm Convergence doesn't really help. Alright, let's try it like that. Try it like that. Hope for a good hand. Preferably a really, really good hand. So, we get to play first. Alright, we'll try this. We do get our Leyline, which is good. Opponent also... Oh no. Opponent has 2 Leylines, which is very bad. That turns off our Veteran Explorer. That's going to make it really hard for us to win. Opponent plays a Savannah. And Utopia Sprawl. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat this start. Verdant Catacombs. Well, we have a plan. Crack Verdant Catacombs. Get a scrub land. Play Sylvan Library. Get in with Veteran Explorer. I mean, we have the Helm. If we could only... Man, we have the Nut Draw if our opponent didn't have Leyline of the Void. Bayou. And I mean, I guess that doesn't even help because our opponent has Leyline of Sanctity, so Helm doesn't even work. We don't really have... Yeah, we don't have many good possibilities now. Double Leyline starter is just... That is brutal. We might just be witnessing... Oh no. O-Ring, Leyline, Enchantress's presence. Yeah, I think we are just witnessing the absolute nut draw for our opponent's deck. Sylvan Library. Plains. Yes, we will use it. Put on top. keep in hand, play a Plains, play a Lingering Souls, get in with Veteran Explorer, and pass the turn. Yeah, we're just very much hard locked out of this game. That is something. More Wild Growths. Opponent has roughly infinite mana. There's an O-Ring. Gets rid of our Sylvan Library. Yep. And their own Sylvan Library. I'll blow up Sylvan Library, I guess. I don't know if there's any good options here. Go attacking. Pass the turn. Leyline of the Void is a brutal sideboard card against our deck. Uh-oh. What did our opponent find? Enchantress's Presence. That's a good one. And another Leyline draws a card. And passes. Well, Abrupt Decay, Enchantress's Presence, go attacking. We're basically just hoping our opponent whiffs long enough for us to somehow win. But they have a lot of good draws. Sylvan Library's back. And there's Starfield. And 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's lethal. Yep. Well, we got to see the Nutter Butters from Enchantress. Yeah. Our deck is super soft to ley lines. Wow. That's brutal. That is brutal.
Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already, take a minute and click that subscribe button. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you'll find the next video in the playlist right here.